Today in the good news, the US election is over and the world remains in shock over its outcome. In a stunning come-from-behind victory, Bernie Sanders was elected president. By all accounts and polls, the hawk of Wall Street had the edge over the fascist Oompa Loompa. However, as voters streamed in across the nation, disaffected citizens began scribbling Bernie puns and Curb Your Enthusiasm quotes on their ballot papers. Since his defeat in the Democratic primary, Sanders was seen building orphanages, freeing marine wildlife from SeaWorld, and standing resolutely outside Goldman Sachs blasting "We're not gonna take it" out of a boombox held high over his head. Following his unprecedented victory, Sanders issued a statement saying that all domestic and foreign policy will now be conducted from his houseboat in Vermont, and the White House will accommodate low-income families on a rotational basis. Clinton reacted to the news by staring vacantly ahead and murmuring campaign slogans, while Donald Trump continues to sit by the phone awaiting congratulatory calls.
A report on the government's controversial $11.5 million deal to set up a sheep farm in Saudi Arabia has significant shortcomings, but no evidence of corruption. With that in mind, says Auditor General Lynn Provost, we think we can discontinue our investigation into our other deals made by the Foreign Minister Murray McCully with other Saudi businessmen. Recent deals in the spotlight have included $3.7 million to fund an ice hockey centre, $7.8 million to develop the commercial farming of Maui dolphins, and a $15.5 million feasibility study into establishing kori trees in the central desert regions. However, Foreign Minister McCully has refused to comment on his recent private members' bill submission calling for the introduction of public stoning and flogging of women drivers. The bill controversy suggests that New Zealand should seek to improve relations by endeavouring to close the gap in some way with Saudi Arabia, where it is still illegal for women to drive.
Feline steak enthusiast Gareth Morgan announced the formation of a new political party named the Opportunities Party. He emphasised that his motivation to form the party was the biggest issue facing New Zealand: public flashing of genitals by animals. Morgan said, for years, Kiwis have been disturbed by horse erections at Cup Days, dogs parading around their lipstick dicks in our parks, and cats having a good old lick in our households. Morgan, who was renowned for having a milk-resistant moustache, promised that his party will give the opportunity to entrepreneurs to submit designs for animal undies, and his government will hold a referendum to choose the best design for each species living in New Zealand. And that's the good news.